halfway to my destination. I fancied a ride today. Nothing better to do. It was very, very sunny and hot and humid, very close in Ubud, and I figured today's a good day to go up to the bigger volcano, Agung, Mount Agung, and see if I can see it without the clouds being around it. And the ride here goes through Guyana. I've taken the back road today. Roundabout, you turn left, and then you basically head into sort of quite a hilly area. And I've done that today. I've taken the left at the roundabout, and it's a winding. It's quite a straight road for a long while, and then it turns into some sort of very, very nice mountain winding roads, which I think you'll see now. Tell you and truly convey how enjoyable this is as a biker. The bike is as low powered a bike as I could have, and yet it doesn't get in the way of the fun of these roads in any way, shape or form. It's just phenomenal. I'm gonna turn left here because I know of a secret spot where I'm gonna get some incredible wide-angled shots. Once you get to the top of the mountain, winding bit, there's like this beautiful, beautiful open space. And again, I keep repeating myself with this is some of the most beautiful stuff I've seen, but this rice field, rice paddy area is, yeah, it's right up there. There's a couple in Bali that, you know, I really, really love. And this is one of them. These are some of my favourite scenes. I mean, just look at that. I hope to God it's in focus. I have no idea if it is. Oh, Jesus. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, beautiful. So after the beautiful view, I've had to stop and get some petrol, so I've pulled in. And as it's such a remote petrol station, it's not that busy. I wouldn't do this in Ubud for fear of someone running off with my camera, or for the embarrassment that I would cause myself by filming in the manner that I have to get these shots. But while I was filling up, the guy who was filling up was a jovial chap, a fun-loving character, it seemed, covered in tats and a few missing teeth. And he was very eager to speak English. And I figured, you know what? I'm gonna film, do a little sequence of me pulling into the station. So, to be fair, it feels staged, but there's no other way of getting these shots. You have to go ahead, put the camera down, set it up, ride away, then ride in like you're just showing up for the first time. And I just have to get over the embarrassment that I feel there's still some self-conscious issues I have. I'm pretty sort of oblivious to how I come across on the camera, to be fair. But when I feel like I'm making a fool of myself, then that's where I draw the line. I felt foolish doing this, but anyway, that's my issue to deal with. So I've filmed me filling up, and then riding off. And as I was riding off, I set up the camera, and the chap that was all friendly and pally. He then, I've noticed that he's sort of trying to ruin my shot. Why is it that, you know, when you get a camera out, it brings out, either people get shy, or they get really obnoxious, or in rare occasions, they're unfazed by it. The most unfazed I've ever seen people be by the camera were these two young kids that I took pictures of in the village area at the top of one of the volcanoes in a sort of above the Songan Ridge. I might flash up the pictures of some of these kids here. They were the most naturally photogenic beings I've ever come across. I mean, never mind people. That was next level stuff. But this fella, I don't know what it was. It looked like a banana skin from the distance I saw him doing what he was doing, but he was dangling something in front of the lens. And then when I've come back, he's like a cheeky boy. I think he's a little bit younger than me, but you know, he was old enough not to behave like such a moron. There was no harm to it, but oh, people, you know, I've noticed, and I try my best to cut it out, but when I'm filming using my selfie stick, and then I'm watching the footage back, and I just see people in the background going like this, and I think, you know, why? Why are you doing that? How is that either funny or entertaining to anyone, for anyone to watch, apart from the person who did it, who isn't going to see it? It's, I just don't get it. But it's a human phenomenon. It happens more often than I realised. Now that I'm filming everywhere I go. Bloody hell. Anyway, nonetheless, it didn't spoil what has been so far a lovely day. But unfortunately, as I get closer to the volcano, right now is basically where I would start seeing it. And I'm going to continue to go because I'm that far in that there's no point turning back now, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the shots I came here to get, as I can see it's in cloud. The only thing that will make me turn back is if it starts to rain heavy, as I could film a bit of it, but in truth, I'm noticing that the way I'm doing onboard footage, I think that's going to be the backbone of a lot of what I do in Bali. I'm getting some great shots on the bike, and the fact that I can sort of commentate while I'm riding. Excuse me, to be fair, that's maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but that's the stuff I'm making, and that's the stuff I enjoy making, as I love to talk and I love to ride a bike. Those are the two things put together. Bish bash bosh, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I sort of knew it would happen. It started to come down. Heavy-ish. I mean, not torrential, not where it's like you can hear the rain, just like the white noise howling. You know, when it does that. It's not doing that. No, it's picking up. None of my camera gear is water-resistant, waterproof, splash-proof, none of that. So, yeah, I don't want to break it. So I'm just going to chill. Yep, there it goes. Now we've got the noise. Can you hear that? Chances of the sun coming out after this are slim to zero. Well, I've been sitting here for about, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe two. I never checked the time, but it's felt like forever. The rain has finally lifted, but I'm looking up, I'm looking up the road. And that's where I'm heading, and there's quite a bit to go. It's a fair chunk still to go. I guess to get to the temple I wanted to show, yeah, we're more than halfway, but you know, I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm not going. It's too far, and I don't see the mountain, which was the whole point of filming this. And all I see is clouds. And the prospect of it being more rain where I go, or where I'm going, I can't be arsed, to be honest. It's A failed mission. Yeah, what a shame. But it means I get to come back, which I would have done anyway. I'd just like to have ended this little video with the footage, which is the reason why I came here. But it looks like I'm not going to get it. So it just might have to be, yeah, falling short of the mark. No one likes to do that. But if that's how it is, that's how it is. Oh well. Gutted, gutted. So I've actually come towards the Volcano Agung after all. I started to head back after the rain had sort of lifted, and just figured, you know what, I'm so close. Let me just see if I can get some footage. So off I go, and I was there in no time. I don't know, like 20 minutes. I didn't bother to film any of it because it was all overcast and I just couldn't be bothered. So I get there, I see a guy selling bakso, which is a chicken meatball soup with noodles that is very popular in Bali. And I know how much it should cost. It should be only 10,000, which is like $1. So I stopped. He's tried to charge me 20. I know what 10,000 is, 10,000. And I've said the price. He smiled, realised I know, and then given me the real price. So I eat the bakso, chat to some locals, drop all the sort of Balinese words that I know, because that really is an icebreaker. All 3 words that I know. And off I go. So I go up the road a little bit further, and then I get to, well, I start to see what I know is the view, and I can see that it's clearly obscured by clouds. So I was like, yeah, I knew it, but here I am, let me just keep going. And then suddenly it starts raining again, and I thought, all right, I'm definitely stopping. I see a little pagoda place, like a shelter. So I stop, and then a couple of kids show up, and then another couple of kids show up, and then I'm basically talking to, I don't know, 10 or 15 kids, and it's all good, absolutely great. But it gets challenging because they all want a piece of me and they all want to talk English, and then I'm getting taught swear words, and I keep hearing the word camera because they're speaking their language, and they're laughing and gesturing at my camera that I've got lying on the floor, and then the paranoia sets in, and you know, I can't, my eyes are all over the place. I'm trying to remain sort of friendly because I have no choice, to be honest. But there's, I don't know, I've forgotten how challenging travelling alone can be. When I do these, because I'm right up in the village, you know, in the middle of nowhere. If you just listen, that's all there is. I mean, this is, it's not jungle, but I mean, look, there's a cow. Not that that proves anything. But this is, if I just walk a bit further, I think the bike's going to be all right over there. Yeah, when I do this sort of stuff and I've got Ibu, I've got that golden ticket. You know, she deals with the locals because she is one, and she chats, she's super friendly, and they all warm to her, and before you know it, everyone's laughing and joking, and I'm just sort of there along for the ride. And when I'm on my own, I am a boule, which is, you know, a white, and it's a whole different experience. And as long as I'm on the bike, just, you know, going about my merry way, I'm just taking in the sights the whole time. But when I stop and I start engaging, and I'm engaging with, and I'm in a remote village, engaging with locals in a bud is nothing like this. That's business. This, I know, mate, I'm sorry. You want me to not go, or you upset that I'm here? What's up? So I tried to get some footage. There was nothing to see. And then more and more people started coming. And then it got to the stage where I was like, you know what, I've had enough of this. No one was in any way threatening or untoward, but I was overwhelmed. All eyes on me. I had people with their phones out filming me, you know, the whole time. It was overwhelming. Where are you, Ibu, when I need you? Shit. Felt like a proper tourist. A feeling I really don't like, but, you know, let's be honest. So that's it, really. Had a moment with some locals. It was all good. I got my phrase book out, which is just a little notepad, and took down it was all swear words, of course. Om Swastiastu, which I already knew. That was the normal, that's a greeting that the Balinese use. But everything else was 4 different versions of fuck, actually. And every time I said it, they're all laughing hysterically, and I'm laughing. But after a while, it stops being funny, but they want you to keep saying it. And then it's like, what's in your bag? So that's where the paranoia sets in. I open up the bag. I've got my Leatherman. What's that? I show what it is. And then the guy who asked me to see it, he says, give it to me. I'm saying, no, that's mine. Then what's that? I said, that's my comb for my beard. Give me that. And it's at that sort of stage where you just like, you know, no. And it's different cultures, different places. It's these are the challenges. They really are the challenges. Hey, he's the guy that sold me the Baxo. And he was funny. They all were, you know. It was lovely. It was just overwhelming. If I'd had Ibu there, or even just another person, you can sort of, you know, there's someone taking it with you. But when you're on your own, and there's a lot of stuff being said and you have no idea. And the language, you know, there's always one guy that speaks good English and he's sort of the go-between, and everyone else is asking questions through him and you're the focal point. It's traveling. That's what traveling alone, the reality of it is. It's both challenging, awesome, awful, exciting, scary. It's everything. It really is. So I'm just going to head back now, and I'm going to ride past these trees. As I was, that's actually what made me stop. I saw these trees and thought, oh my God, that in slow motion, as a side shot ride past, I'm definitely going to get some of this. So I'll film this, and I think that'll be the end of my little video. I've said that a few times. I'll probably only show this recording of me saying this is the end, see you tomorrow. But I really think it is. It's been lovely. Cheers. See you tomorrow.